I put this out and I said, yo, this kid's only 28, man. And unfortunate health update on former AEW star Marco Stunt, wrestling career in jeopardy. And he tweets out, gonna be super transparent, got some health stuff going on. I don't know how much more I'm gonna physically wrestle, which kills me. I still got a bit left in me, but it's also why I'm so focused on PW adrenaline right now. If I can't wrestle, I know PWA can be a place to still create. So it's unfortunate. I don't ever want to see anybody, especially at 28, see their in-ring career come to an end. I know it's Marco Stunt, guys, right? But
yeah, I mean, come on now. I had jokes for days on this one.
And Joe says, we have any details as to what his ailments are? I have no clue. Are they caused by wrestling or related to whatever his likely pre-existing condition is? Oh my God, Dose. Jesus Christ. I have no clue. I didn't look into it.
You know what his ailment was? I just figured it out. Not being good enough.
I just don't think dudes like that should be being bumped around by like Lance Archers and stuff. I don't think that's good for your
body's not built for that. It's for in Marco Stunt's case, it's for gathering breast milk and still developing.
Laying under a hot lamp with a blanket somewhere. AEW Neckbeard says, remember, folks, AEW fans thinking that Liv and Dom storyline was the Janelle Grant versus Vince McMahon case turned into an angle. AEW fans when Drew Gulak turns his sexual allegations into an angle. Janelle Grant is a human being, a victim and a survivor, not a WWE storyline. And Callis, Janelle Grant's lawyer, can't think. And then AAR Gold says, can think of at least one WWE storyline that she might be referring to. And then Gulak turns his SA allegations into an angle. And I'm going to play that for you guys. He turned this thing like into a storyline on the indies. I think with Masha Slamovich or maybe someone else. Let's play this clip. And I don't know if AIR Gold was celebrating it, but it was what it was. But here.
Anytime ever in the business that we've been here together and Beyond Wrestling, did I ever in any way make you feel uncomfortable?
No.
At any time, did you feel like I was in danger in the locker room?
No.
Well, you should have.
What? Oh my goodness! What a horrific display.
I mean, it's smart, gotta work it into a shoot, brother. You know what I mean? Like, it's smart, I guess, but it's not. I get why you do it for heat or whatever, but I don't know. I think not that I like give a I'm out here, but it's like society's just so soft these days. You can't do that. People are going to just get mad at you about it, but come. That's what I say. Riho Samantha Johnson, AEW Shockwave 2025. That is hilarious. Wow. So this guy, Demetrius Shai, says, people don't understand the problem here is that calling someone who is Japanese Chinese is like calling the black person the N-word. Are you? You, Mark! Damn. Too bad people are that stupid. Someone, I got tagged in the shout out LC Killer says your thoughts. So Janelle Grant is the person most directly responsible for WWE's current boom and general success. Without her, we'd still have Vince working until he dies. If anyone should hate her, it should be AEW fans, because without her, AEW would still have a lot of the guys who left, and people would still be checking out AEW because WWE would still suck so much. Thank you, Janelle Grant. Thank you, David. Sheesh, man. I don't even know what to say to that. That's crazy. These people make up the most insane in their heads all the time. So this Anna C. DeMarco account, like I used to follow her, but bro, she's like the queen of the L takes. And I think she works for WrestlePurist or something, but love the return of the great Latino wrestler MJF. I don't know why I bookmarked that, but what I meant to bookmark was this: evil doesn't die, it reinvents itself. Triple H. About this we got to learn Chinese thing, even though Carlito made that up off the cuff. And how is that evil, bro? It's so crazy that gets put out there. And then I saw she's with like Ibu in them, so I realized that today. I was like, oh, makes sense. Just the most awful take. So guys, you guys thought we got rid of Jericho. It's time for Fozzy and Swerve covering Rage Against the Machine in Philly. Tony's paying for all that, dude. Are you a Rage Against the Machine fan, George?
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I wonder if they can sue them because that's a that hurts my ears.
I wonder if I can
yeah,
for damaging my ears. and my brain.
Exactly, Phil. Thank you.
So this guy said, if I woke up tomorrow and found out Platinum Max was found in a ditch with self-inflicted wounds, I would be happy. Tony Khan, why is this piece of still employed? I've gone to countless AEW shows and spent tons of merch. That pipeline is closed while this dump is there. First off, you don't spend lots of merch, tons of merch, you idiot. And secondly, he wants Max Caster in a ditch dead because Max Caster, as I talked about before with Drew Gulak, look at this. So he did the SA thing, right, at Beyond Wrestling, and then Max Caster quote tweeted it and said, love this. And then he later deleted it. And then this guy's like wishing death on him. It's crazy, man. From John Draper, he says, a billionaire is shook in the middle of the night because a wrestling podcaster who usually has more people in his streams listening to him than AEW has paid attendance for their flagship shows is not whitewashing his opinions on how bad their creative is. This is priceless. And yeah, so JD was trashing AEW, and then Tony Khan said something to him. I completely forget. I don't know if I have the other tweet. Yeah, he goes, why would you tell a fan they're stupid for just expressing their opinion? Everyone is allowed to have beliefs and opinions. It doesn't make them stupid. Which is true. Well, no, some opinions are stupid, actually. We got to be honest. Some opinions can be wrong, folks. They can, okay? JD goes, because I can, Tony. It's all subjective. And then Tony goes, yes, exactly. It's all subjective. That's why I've never called you stupid once in 5 years, despite the fact that I often disagree with your opinions. Well, he's been shilling you for 4 of the last 5 or whatever. And then JD goes, well, you couldn't call me stupid for the first 3 years because I was on your payroll, supposedly. In the last 2 years, as a fan, I disagree with you creatively. That's coming from someone who desperately stood for what you served us. Now I feel no emotion. Fix it. So I don't know, man. What do I make of this? For him to be like, fix it is, it's like, listen, he's not going to listen to anybody, but it's cute how Tony picks and chooses who he sells for JD from NY, because JD from NY was putting him over forever. So now he's like offended that he's not. That's all it is. So he's not going to sell. I had Awful on. I was going to say this to him as well, but like, he's not going to sell for Awful. Or maybe I did say it to him. I forget. It's been over 3 hours. But yeah, it's like, Tony's not going to sell for an account like that. But for JD, he does have a lot of listeners and stuff. And all I'm saying is this. Tony loves it when people stroke his ego. He don't like it when people criticize him. That's everyone in the world. But at the end of the day, how you handle criticism is good. I know JD's trying to be all like, he's going over the top because he's new to this. He's new to criticizing AEW, so I get it. But at the end of the day, Tony just shouldn't even pay these people any mind. And if Tony's saying he often disagreed with JD for 5 years, for a while, then it's like he was mostly putting your over, dude. So I don't know. I think people just say in any situation, most human beings will just say to get out of whatever situation in the moment, so shout him out, I guess.
Did you watch the 50-minute clip that he did on YouTube?
50?
Yeah, the one I sent you.
No, I did not watch that whole thing.
That was 50 minutes of JD ripping into Tony.
Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll chop it up or something for us. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it on Patreon because that's a long ass investment of listening to JD for me.
But he made some points. I'm not his biggest fan, but he did make some good points.
That's good, man. I mean, it's easy to when everybody's made the points for you for the last 5 years
Exactly.
already. Not to diss them or anything, but speaking of other people in the IWC content creators, Alfred Konuwa, he goes, after getting a raise from a desperate WBD to produce a product nobody cares about right now, Tony Khan can jumpstart AEW's momentum by hiring an elite co-incel as AEW Secretary of Social Media. One who can help AEW comment their way to the top. Vote Bix. So this is another one of these
David Bix
trailers for David Bixenspan, right? Let's watch this.
David Bix has a clean record when it comes to dating, with no career girlfriends and zero riz. One single podcast from The Great Virgin has more hours than the amount of kisses in his whole life. and the same amount of listeners. Biggs
Jesus.
is a man of the pimple people, and nobody works harder to defend relatable billionaires against the evils of WWE like Davey Kiss Pants. Davey Kiss's ass was such a sicko in real life, he became a recluse like Howard Hughes if he lost all his money. As a recluse who never touched grass, he was such a sicko on social media, he had to hide his tweets and block his replies. I'll give it
And I'm sure Manser loves being in his picture with him there, Mance Warner.
2 weeks before that porker protects himself from the ubiquitous animosity he deserves and deletes both his eyeballs, like Oedipus Rex. Except the only difference between Oedipus and Bix is Oedipus actually fornicated, and Bix is just one blind. These days, Bix is like Howard Hughes, if he ran out of Ozempic, which is the closest he'll ever come to running anywhere. AEW sickos need a leader they can trust, and more importantly, a tweeter they can trust. One that can make them feel better about their lot in life. Because I don't care who you are, everybody's got it good compared to Bix. I'll bet somewhere in Cell Block C, Diddy is talking about, thank God I'm not Bix.
Oh my God.
Plus, it's not like Bix has anywhere to go. Just look at him. When I heard he spends 6 hours a day doing a podcast that nobody listens to, I said, GTFOH, only 6? Those hairs on his neck scream 10 hours at least. Tony Khan is building a super team of pro AEW podcasters to change creative for the better. So vote David Bix for AEW Secretary of Social Media.
Oh my God, another banger from This Is Nasty. JD waited till AEW hit rock bottom to on it. Now it looks like he's riding the wave. That's exactly how it comes across to a lot of us, especially people who like stuck their necks out and got gate kept and still get gate kept. You know what I mean? Like he is like the gatekeeper. He gate kept me, he blocked me early on instead of just being like, well, I disagree with you because this. And now he's saying the same exact things I said a while ago. And I never trashed him. He just didn't like my takes, you know? Let's, here, I got one more for you guys, actually, okay? All Elite Botches is back. This one's very quick. He's back. All Elite Botches. Let's play this. I'll probably get done, Stevens, but get... Damn, and shout out Viva Van. That sucks she just wiped out like that. I actually do like her. Yeah, we're getting pulled for that music for sure. Here, we'll just leave it muted. But yeah, I want to watch that again. She slips. Oh, and then Io Sky did the same thing on NXT, but she recovered so well. You know? She doesn't even wrestle usually on AEW, so I don't know. Don't hate on her, Botches. No, hate on whoever the hell you want. 2 count. Okay. Well, yeah, he's back. He's just like missed you guys. So hopefully he's back just making, because we missed him too in the IWC.